stop.
Yes.
You ready? Go.
No.
Damn!
Chris knew when you were staring at him 9 times out of 10, Marty.
It's unnatural. You know, he's using the reflection from his computer screen.
Well, there is no reflection in this NEC screen.
Extrasensory perceptual abilities are more highly developed in advanced individuals.
Half that money should be mine. The only one because of my highly developed heat vision.
There's a Rachel Lindsay here to see you. At reception.
What's a nice girl like that want with Dodson?
Chris Todson? I'm Rachel Lindsay.
Should I know you? I think I would.
John Lindsay's sister from Edmondville.
How did you find me?
I'm getting my education degree. I saw your picture in the alumni magazine.
Well, you better get the hell out of here before God strikes you dead.
I taught your sister Lily Sunday school.
Lily was my grandmother.
Your parents had another child. I just wanted to find out what happened to you.
Well, I became rich, happy, and successful. Being shunned was the best thing that ever happened to me, right up there with shorting the yen in 1995. Bye-bye.
Sorry to have bothered you.
Another assay.
That makes it an even half dozen.
There are other mining companies lining up to get a piece of this deal, Graykirk. How long do you think we can sit around while you take sample after sample?
Our contract clearly stipulates our right to due diligence. You boys ever hear of Briex?
Oh, my God. If I thought I could even dint that thick skull, I'd whack him with a chair.
Don't look at me. I'm with him.
We also have some concerns about the political situation.
Jesus, we've got our own army.
People in Aquanda tell me that rebel activity has radically decreased.
Gerald, we would really, really like to be in commercial production within a year.
If these assays come back positive, would you commit to that?
Yes.
Thank you, gentlemen.
He's a liar and a cheat who screwed me out on my copper find in Chile. I say we dump him.
If we did go somewhere else, we'd have to start all over again.
Graykirk has mining experience in Africa.
Way he works, he lies back until he sees a way he can grab it.
Well, he'd have to get by you and me and his army.
I'm gonna miss my flight.
All right, you go to Aquanda. I'll take care of Graykirk.
So, Todson, who was the babe?
It's quite the intense little chat.
She sells sexual aids. I put you guys down to receive the catalog.
Ms. Equities expert. What do you make of Lorelei trading down to 16?
Institutions taking profits, maybe?
Getting cold feet. Vince over at Federated Dundas told me Graykirk samples stink.
There's always speculation before hard data is released, Chris.
Your joint venture partner keep making delays as he does sample after sample. Doesn't look good to a nervous Nelly fund manager.
Hey, maybe Gray Kirk's driving the price down on purpose, you know, to buy cheap.
My $250 off its high, it's a bargain. I'd say buy.
Hold. We already own $2.5 million. That's enough exposure.
Lauderman, where are you on this Lorelei? I'm looking for 200,000. Buying, you schnook.
On what basis?
On the basis Jack Larkin knows what the hell he's doing.
Yeah, what do you care? It's an equities play.
I'm long Lorelei in my personal margin account, okay?
Buying 200,000 Lorelei at 16. Confirmed.
Larkin.
I'm in the limo. I'm enjoying a fine Irish whiskey. And I hear on the radio that Lorelei is dropping faster than...
Yeah. Someone's spreading rumors about Gray Kirk samples. Pretty heavy speculation, though.
You check it out. It's Gray Kirk. He's spreading those rumors so he can pick up stock on the cheap.
Well, even if that's true, he can't scoop up enough for a takeover.
Ah, screw Gray Kirk. I've got the Antwerp valuation for the diamonds from our last sample.
Over 180?
190 per carat. Can we skip the scenic route?
I'll get Darby to issue a press release, and, well, that'll drive the stock back up.
And you give Gray Kirk hell.
Adam wants to meet about the Beckworth merger. Did you hear from your doctor or something?
No, it's nothing like that. I'm fine. I just inherited $5 million.
Well, I guess I'd be weeping too.
Aunt Meredith died. She never married, you know. Smoked roll your own cigarettes because the tailor-mades are too expensive. Never had any kids. So I'm the last of the Rosses.
Yeah, I'm the last of the Farnhams.
So who am I going to leave my money to?
No, like you have to worry about that now. I mean, who says you got to leave the money to your kids? It just spoils them. You know, there are a lot of places that could use a few $1 million. Can I interest you in some raffle tickets for a worthy cause?
What's the cause?
It's a drop-in center for street people.
Put me down for a couple of books.
A couple of books? This is in honor of Aunt Meredith, remember? You know, first prize is a trip to Tuscany. For two.
Lorelei's a little jumpy today.
Someone's spreading rumors that your new results are lousy. Thanks.
Probably Fitzpatrick.
He's on a plane to Aquanda. You're the one who keeps stalling. Share price destabilizes, large block starts flying around.
Somebody taking a run at us?
Fitzpatrick thinks it's you.
Still blames me for Chile, right?
He found the mine, you ended up with it.
He made the find. Then he turned into a wanker. Champagne and whores for everyone. I bailed him out.
For a price.
So, I'm a capitalist. This is why I don't like joint ventures.
You want to buy a sale?
I'm willing to explore the possibility.
I'll run up by Fitzpatrick, see what he says.
Let's talk again after we get the results.
All right.
Hey, get your own cake.
Yours is better.
No. Yours is better.
What's that for?
I just reached the 4-month mark in my program, and guess what that means?
We get a birthday cake.
Well, after lengthy discussions with my group and my sponsor and my safe person and my therapist, it's been determined that I'm ready to take the next step, you know, towards a more intimate relationship. I mean sex, Jack. I mean sex. And I was thinking of it with you.
I don't know, is everyone going to be watching?
No.
It's a good time to sell you some raffle tickets.
I hear the soybeans calling me.
Jack, come on. Yeah, I'm in. Just I'll owe you, though, okay? Your first prize is a trip for two to Tuscany.
Gerald Gray Kirk to see Jack Larkin. He's expecting us.
dump Lorelei.
So, you said to buy this morning.
What'd you hear? What?
You only went for coffee.
Move it, move it!
What changed?
Me too?
Everyone, go. Yeah, Natalie, you have just been selected the winner of the Marty Stevens Charity Sweepstakes offer. Yeah. Well, if you purchase now, you can get up to 1 million shares of Lorelei at a price that I must insist you keep to yourself, and that price is $15.25. Get to work, Claymore. Go! Natalie, please. No, don't be looking a gift horse in the mouth here. I had all my teeth replaced when I was 14. Come on. 250,000, Lorelei at $15.25. Okay, confirmed.
Yeah, all right already. It's like demonic possession when he gets like this.
Our bulk sample results, and a copy of our press release to the TSC and our shareholders.
Insignificant amounts of diamonds.
But the essay came up dry?
Nothing that even remotely resembles what that drunken Irishman reported from the same site.
It's 1 out of 8 reports. Samples can vary quite a bit, actually.
My view, Lorelei's a fraud. This Patrick took us for a ride. Why do you think he wanted to rush due diligence?
I will remind you, gentlemen, not to mention these findings to anyone until a press release has been issued.
You ask me who I trust on this, I'd say Joe.
I'll handle the press release. Until I do, you guys don't leave this room.
A block of 50,000 Lorelei doesn't come flying past your window every day. You don't have a window. Well, that's probably because they're afraid you'll jump from making a mistake that not buying Lorelei falls in the category of. Come on, 1510. I'm telling you that number, you won't hear it again.
Whoa, look!
You know what? Forget about it.
I'll get back to you as soon as I hear anything, okay?
How did you know?
Did I ever tell you my mother's part gypsy?
Is it the Grey Kirk results?
Oh, a takeover bid by Grey Kirk?
Stock would be going up, we'd be buying.
It's got to be a disaster. Come on, what happened? Who tipped you off?
Somebody's staring at the back of my neck.
So much for Jack knows what he's doing.
Oh, I know when to bail, Jack would do the same thing.
I think you're premature.
Well, that means that your boyfriend be rolling in clover and I'm covered in doo-doo. Of course, that means I would be wrong. And how often does that happen? Come on, Jack. Give me a sign. Give me a sign.
No outside communication. That includes signals to the floor and cell phones, Jack.
No answer from the field office.
How could there be such a huge discrepancy between Grey Kirk's drilling and ours?
Maybe Grey Kirk didn't want to find diamonds.
No, the original samples weren't very good either. They certainly got better when Lorelei went public.
We'll have to consider the possibility of fraud, if only to rule it out.
He's a lush and a lousy gambler, but I never figured him for a crook.
Oh, who's that?
Where does Milk Mustache Boy order flowers from?
Donald? Ring Associates on Parliament.
Look, I don't know anything, okay? I'll call you as soon as the Lorelei news is out. I might want to lock in some profits. Right.
He's got a picture of that girl. He's ordering flowers.
You just met her.
I know.
So I assume you took appropriate action to deal with the Lorelei situation?
Ran as fast as I could in the opposite direction. We now have 650,000 shares.
It's down from a high of?
2.5 million an hour ago.
Oh, St. Martin of the Floor. Well, thank you.
Whoa, here comes the announcement.
Delivered to the Department of Education for Miss Rachel Lindsay. Right, thanks.
Right again.
God, poor Jack.
Poor Jack? He doesn't own stock anymore. What about me and all the other investors?
Whoa. All battle stations. No. All leaves are canceled till further notice.
There's nothing we can do about a remaining Lorelei anyway.
Absolutely. That's why we're going to short Easthorpe, Fabric, Diapro, any junior mining company's got diamond claims in Africa. You know Lorelei's going to bring them all down with them.
They lifted the trading bet on Grey Kirk and Lorelei.
4?
And dropping.
Have you spoken to Mr. Fitzpatrick?
I hired Arthur in engineering to do another sampling program.
Oh, good. Excellent. Independent corroboration. I can have them escorted to the site as soon as possible.
No. Your people stay the hell away. It's supposed to look objective. You're an investor.
Well, if I pull back far enough, the rebels may overrun the area again.
We'll keep that as a backup plan.
Well, that's very funny.
What are you doing, Grant?
Oh, my printing's terrible.
You guys see my raffle tickets?
You've tapped into the ultimate good Samaritan.
I have a lot of money I don't need, so.
Whoa. How many are you gonna buy?
Well, I want to win the bowling party for 20.
How did you connect with the Inner City Relief Brigade?
It's run by this Mother Teresa type hockey buddy of mine. Government keeps cutting off his funding, so me and a couple of friends.
Hey, Jack. Dinner tonight? Take your mind off the diamonds.
I don't know when I'm going to be done here.
That's okay.
Tonight? I don't think so. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm just doing a body count.
Well, the mutual fund lost 5.3% of its unit value.
On the floor?
Down 15 million on Lorelei, up 6 million on the junior mining companies that we shorted.
Your timing for a sell-off was inspired.
No, if I was really smart, we wouldn't have any left.
Gerald Vencap took a $2 million loss on the joint venture.
And that's only today. I have opposed a speculative diamond venture from the very beginning. Of course, I was outvoted every step of the way. And this is the consequence.
You didn't say anything when the stock was trading at $20 a share.
How do we mitigate the damage?
Actually, we came up pretty clean compared to others.
The stock's going to go between $2 and $3 until we get the new assay.
Floor can make up its losses on the speculation.
No. From here on in, Gardner Ross is forbidden to trade in Lorelei.
Well, tell that to Fitzpatrick.
Why?
The word in the street is that he dumped 1.5 million shares.
The large blocks, it wasn't Graykirk, it was Fitzpatrick.
How do we persuade the OSC that you and Fitzpatrick have not perpetrated a scam?
Adam,
I haven't benefited from this. I'll gladly hand over all my records.
our official position is that we're waiting for the independent assays.
Why didn't I sell Lorelei when I had the chance?
3 choices: laziness, greed, and stupidity, or a combination thereof. I sold mine a month ago for 15.
How bad is it, Vinny?
Don't ask.
Well, it's not as though the first time the bubbles burst on a junior mining stock there was new cinch.
I'm back too.
Windfall?
Briax.
That makes me feel a lot better. Yeah. Gonna need another one of these. Chris, the schoolgirl sells sexual aids is back.
You know, I don't think she sells sexual aids.
George. Fresh recruit. George Toomey, Sally Ross.
Cool. I hear you do good work.
You're somebody's wife? Fundraiser?
Jeez, George.
I thought I could take part in one of your programs.
Which one?
Do you have some kind of brochure?
She wants a brochure.
Why don't you just tell her?
Home visits to rooming house shut-ins. Prenatal workshops for mothers on social assistance. Hostel coordination for the homeless. Saturday flea markets. Adult literacy skills. Potluck dinners. Haircuts. Nothing appeals?
I'm looking for something that fits.
Lady Bountiful goes window shopping. Okay, you're done. Go grab a donut.
Oh, there are 1,000 places like this in the city.
Yeah, don't be so prickly, George. You know, she wants to help.
1,000 other people like you too, lady. People who think it's about them. Well, don't give me that look. You know I'm right.
No wonder the government cut his funding. What a jerk.
Well, he does a lot of good work.
Oh, yeah.
Larkin.
Somebody must have switched the samples.
Where are you, Joe?
I'm at the site. It must have been Graykirk.
You're drunk.
And you're not? It's a conspiracy. He must have switched the samples between here and the lab in Taranga.
No, they wouldn't have done that after Briex, Joe.
Well, how else can you explain those numbers?
Because one of the reports is wrong.
Jack, I swear to you, on my mother's grave, there are diamonds here.
Look, I understand you sold $24 million worth of shares before the report came out.
That's got nothing to do with anything.
If you had a gambling problem, Joe, you should have come to me rather than make Lorelei look bad when we can least afford it.
I'll find out how he did it.
Just get back here.
They pay for your whole education, room, board, tuition, everything.
In return for...
I had to promise to teach in the Bible school for 5 years after I graduated.
Sounds fair.
I'm having doubts. Evolution, Noah's flood, young Earth creationism, intelligent design theory.
Versus Darwin's string theory and Stephen Hawking. Well, that's why you should never leave Edmundville. It gets confusing out here in the real world.
I can't go back and teach something I'm not sure I believe anymore.
Well, do you sign a contract?
If I break my covenant, they'll shun me too.
So that's why you looked me up. Survival tips for the shunned and ostracized.
How do you stand it?
Oh, I just pretend a bomb wiped them out. Just a huge gaping crater.
Guess you're still angry.
I guess.
Yeah, Lily has a temper too.
My mother still lead the choir?
Mm-hmm.
My dad still tell everyone where to sit on Sunday?
I know they miss you.
Not enough to admit I still exist.
Well, you probably want to get back to your friends, and I should go. But thanks for listening to me.
Why don't you stay for dinner? You can explain Stephen Hawking's theory of the universe to me.
Okay. I can't believe how afraid I was to call you.
Hey, you know, that dinner invitation still stands.
Lost my appetite.
Well, I can think of a few ways you could build it up.
I just spent the day being chased by journalists and TV cameras.
Well, so we hop in my car and escape to my place.
It's not the perfect time.
Jack, I'm not looking for perfect. Got your appetite back.
Thanks.
For the appetite?
Well, thanks for hanging in there. Nice. Right. Thanks for last night.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, so maybe I'll see you. Well, whatever.
Is there any similarity between the plunge of Lorelei and PTX stock in 1988?
No comment.
It was a VSE promotion you spearheaded for an oil rig fire retardant.
I was taken in on that scam like everyone else.
It was a red-hot issue, you took profits early, and the stock crashed when tests revealed the product didn't work, followed by charges of failure to disclose, just like Lorelei.
I was cleared by the Securities Commission on that, and I haven't heard anything about charges from Lorelei.
You know, if you're going to offer yourself up to be flayed in public, I would get a list of the questions beforehand.
Do you have something better to do than hang around and watch tabloid television?
There's a global slowdown in armed insurrection. Think of branching out into character assassination, we think.
I talked to Fitzpatrick last night.
Is he coming back? Not being around really fuels speculation.
He thinks Graykirk's tampering with the samples.
To what end?
The stock price falls, he snaps it up, the independent assays come in positive, he owns most of the company.
Yeah, only if we sell out.
We don't have to sell it, Fitzpatrick's selling out.
Why don't I send a small team up from the capital just to check to see if there's any evidence of tampering? Unless you think there's a conflict of interest.
No, we couldn't possibly look any worse than we already do.
Lorelei's back up 250 with heavy volume.
Speculators moving in.
Why buy a lottery ticket when Lorelei's cheaper?
All this speculation looks bad in the exchange. They should suspend trading until they find out whether there are diamonds there or not.
There is no evidence of wrongdoing.
Benny just wants someone else to make the decision on the margin account.
Oh, here's my little ray of sunshine.
I want a backdated record of all your Lorelei trades. When this blows up, we'd better be ready for the OSC.
There's nothing but evidence of superior intelligence.
I'm sure you've got an excellent reason for your sudden change of tactics on Lorelei, right, Marty?
Yeah, the wind changed. I got a feeling it just...
Tap dance all you want. But if the independent samples prove that there are no diamonds, you'll have to satisfy the OSC that you weren't involved in stock manipulation. Okay?
All junior resources are verboten. Any trader caught with them in his or her possession will be blindfolded and shot at dawn. For the remainder of the day, we'll pursue less volatile investments like emerging market stock indexes. Do I make myself clear? Todson, wipe that smirk off your face. Make me some money.
There are what, 15,000 posts on the Lorelei chat group?
Oh, there's all kinds of theories. Fitzpatrick's in hiding on a private island in the South Seas because he salted early samples and got rich and strung everybody along, and then until Graykirk blew the whistle. Brené's private army is really an international terrorist organization. He's bought up huge chunks of Africa, and when he controls Lorelei, he's gonna use the proceeds to extend his domination. Graykirk wants to create an empire that rivals De Beers. He realizes that Lorelei is the diamond find of the century, and blew up the stock so we could buy it for cheap. The CIA manipulated the markets and then sold Lorelei short to fund the Republican war chest. Scully and Mueller discovered the most startling evidence of alien infiltration in Akwanda and used the FBI to advert attention away from Lorelei with false sample results.
Does anyone, believe that garbage?
The X-Files?
Oh, they're just chat groups.
Yeah. Oh, what do people have anything to say about me?
No one's got a theory about you.
Okay, buy a raffle ticket, Don. One of the prizes is your own billboard.
Can I say something about this deal?
What, you disapprove of agricultural equipment in Afghanistan?
I don't approve of Tide Aid.
That's not our behest. It's a combination development aid package.
They don't get the money unless they take the tractors. The economy goes into convulsions because they're trying to adapt to Western farming techniques that don't suit the terrain. The price of oil goes up, and all of a sudden you've got...
Consider my consciousness raised. Of all the charitable causes in the world, how did you pick Tide Aid? I mean, instead of homelessness or abused women, refugees? I mean, what does it mean to you on a personal level?
That's not the point.
With detailed results to compare.
What's going on? Fitzpatrick's plane is missing. He was headed for Turange.
Well, he's a good pilot, don't I mean?
Yes, when he's not, The Aquandans have mounted a search.
Was he headed back here?
After quite a row with Graykirk's crew chief.
Could you throw your helicopters into the search?
Oh, yes.
If Graykirk's finished with Lorelei, what's his crew chief still doing down there?
Ah, boy. See, this is why you gotta vary your schedule. Now she knows where you live.
Hi, Chris. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Is this okay?
Let's sit over here.
No. We love to meet Chris's friends. So, where'd you two kids meet? Like a rubber club?
Beg your pardon?
Just lay off, Marty.
I know Chris from home, from Edmonville.
Oh! I thought Chris was from Hamilton.
Our little lamb off to the slaughter.
I'm gonna have a Scotch and cranberry.
She'll have a brown cow. Alcohol. You'll burn in hell.
Well, that's what they said would happen to you. For seducing Mrs. Tanner and then abandoning her.
Is that what they said? Mrs. Tanner seduced me. When we got caught, we were supposed to confess our sin, beg forgiveness in front of the entire congregation, and never see each other again.
Well, why didn't you do that?
I was 18, I was in love. They pronounced the ban and threw me out.
I see Mrs. Tanner every week at Bible study.
Well, she wasn't willing to risk eternal damnation just to be with me.
She broke your heart. That's why you left. They were way too harsh on you.
You see her every week?
What happened is the bastard took off.
Did you talk to your crew chief about it?
Pete, why would I?
He's the last person Fitzpatrick spoke to before he disappeared. And they argued.
Somebody's been stealing from alluvial deposits at one of our projects. Pete approached Fitzpatrick to ask if anyone had offered him diamonds. Fitzpatrick was drunk. He wanted to fight.
Well, the Aquanan police might be interested in that.
Why, Zeb Larkin? The guy's a crook and a lush. And he's going to take you down with him. I'm glad I got out before he could take me.
Okay. Sit down. I'll settle up the bill next week.
He got her drunk.
Frick. Oh, I'm sure she's over the age of consent.
Oh.
If it makes you feel any better, now's your chance to deke over there and warn her.
Rachel? Hi. Hi. Can I help you get a ride home or anything? Oh, no, that's okay. Chris is gonna take care of me. I've never had a drink before.
Oh, Chris isn't the type of guy to take care of anybody.
No, he's gonna help me. See, I have to learn how he survived the shunning.
The shunning? What, like the Amish?
He was betrayed by the woman he loved and cast out into the wilderness amongst the stones.
Oh, what kind of religion is that?
Good night, Ziggy.
Well, it was nice talking to you.
Get a load of that. You think you gave her one of them, what do you call it, them roofies?
You guys are not gonna believe this, but... Oh my God.
It's a weekend.
All Lorelei transactions are being investigated by the OSC. I need statements about the sale of personal holdings, Jack, and the transfer of personal shares to the mutual fund, Anne.
This is just gonna get worse.
Got nothing to hide.
You do.
I don't care.
You should probably stay away from me till this thing blows over.
Well, you don't get to make that decision.
Say I have an interest in the education of children. Where do you see a need that's not being met? Computer lab, library.
You want them to do better in school? Breakfast. If the sky's the limit, lunch will be good too. See, hunger's a big problem around here.
Yeah, breakfast and lunch program. That's one condition. I want to be personally involved.
$250,000?
I'd prefer the breakfast shift. What would that entail?
Say 3 mornings a week, 6 to 8:30.
Oh, if I can't make it, I'll arrange for someone else to take my place.
And there's checks we have to go through. dealing with kids. You can't just send your secretary or a stranger in to replace you whenever it's inconvenient. You want to put a stop payment on this?
I'm not trying to buy something from you, Mr. Tomey.
Good.
Hey. Hi, Jack. We don't get to see each other so much anymore now that you've got your own place. So.
I've been busy, sorry. Vitamins.
Good for stress.
Thanks. What's that?
Oh, veritable rogues gallery. Gardner Ross is mentioned no less than 10 times.
Your crowd read the tabloids much?
Nice picture of Anne.
I already got 2 copies. Thanks a lot.
I've been investigating Lorelei's trading patterns. I think Brené's been buying ever since the crash. Two copies up.
How much has Brené bought?
Oh, my God. Has Anne seen this? He's up to 9%. He could be going for control.
Here he comes.
Everybody see the Gang of Three? I brought an extra copy for the scrapbook there.
I think I'll go long tenure Canada's.
Yeah, take advantage of the low dollar while Asia's regrouping.
Oh, you should be buying short dated Canada's. Dollar's on the rise. Where's my coffee? Okay, what's the joke?
People who take advantage of the innocent deserve to be cast out from decent society. I didn't think he'd go so fast.
Guilty conscience.
Oh, Chris, look, we were just joking. But
Fine, I got my own coffee.
what Rachel said, it was true. You got kicked out of your hometown.
Come on, Ziggy, you know how it is. You meet a good-looking girl in a bar, you got certain lines you use, right?
And yours is about being tossed from a
Whatever
car?
works, right? Whatever.
Jack,
I turned over all my records.
the Aquandans found Fitzpatrick's plane 100 miles from Trengay.
What about Joe?
There was no body in the wreckage. The Aquandan State Police want to talk to you. They've opened an investigation.
Don't you think we're a little out of their jurisdiction?
God, there goes Lorelei again. How low can it drop?
Fitzpatrick's disappearance spooked the market. That stock is going to bounce around until the independent results come in.
I got rid of mine yesterday. So, Mart, how long is compliance going to make you hold on to this loser?
Till the situation's resolved, but I'm telling you, goes any lower, the floor's not taking the hit. Yeah, there you go, huh? So much for the perceptual abilities of highly advanced individuals.
Amateur hour, I have been shunned by better people than you.
Turn around, Chris.
About last night.
Yeah, you had too much to drink. That's what it feels like.
And I want to pay back to the cab.
Oh, no, it's
Is there somewhere more private we could talk?
they really need me on the floor.
You transferred $15,000 into my account.
Yeah, you're free, Rachel. Just you get your education, then decide about Edmonville.
What do you think I should do?
Go back.
You made it out here. You're rich, successful.
Yeah, I have a deluxe condo and big screen TV, fast car, hot sound system. And I have no friends. My coworkers mock and despise me. I miss home every day. I'd go back in a heartbeat if I could.
Maybe We could keep each other from being lonely.
Say hi to my sister, Lily, for me.
It wasn't Graykirk or Fitzpatrick. You've been doing the block buying.
Yes, I bought openly to indicate my faith in the validity of the diamond find and the current management, sure.
You had the same opportunity to manipulate the sample results as Fitzpatrick did. You want control of Lorelei.
I have control of Lorelei, Jack. If I leave the area, it becomes nothing more than a killing ground.
Your kind of control in the jungle and financial control aren't the same thing.
This is what the field investigation turned up. Sworn statements from 2 workers who saw Fitzpatrick sort our first sample with diamonds.
You could have bribed them to frame Fitzpatrick and arrange for his disappearance.
I have supported you at every turn with money and manpower. Every shred of evidence indicates that a drunken gambler lied about the assays, yet it's me you distrust. I leave the evidence with you. Use it how you see fit.
We're not waiting for Jack?
No, we're not. Well, Lorelei's a public relations nightmare. We got fraud, mercenaries, the OSC breathing down our necks. I'm afraid to pass a newsstand. So I move that we sever our relationship with GRL Vencap and put Jack and Ann on leave until the matter's resolved.
What would that achieve?
Well, it's certainly going to send an immediate signal to the financial community that we're not involved and perhaps preserve the few tatters of our reputation.
If you cut Jack loose, we all look guilty.
Well, at the very least, I want him off the executive committee while he's under investigation.
I'm under investigation, too.
We can send the same message by cooperating with the OSC. His faith has already been instructed. Open books, complete access, full disclosure.
Well, full disclosure as a concept is all well and good, but there's certain transactions that, under a particular point of view could, a person's intentions could be...
Everything related to Lorelei.
Oh, okay. Started already? You didn't miss much, just the part where Adam wanted to get rid of you.
Well, once again, your friends have chosen misguided loyalty over the good of the bank.
Was Brene buying?
We found proof Fitzpatrick salted the samples.
Lorelei's a fraud.
Oh, we can't be held liable because Fitzpatrick duped Jack.
Well, every investor who's put money in Lorelei is going to be coming after us. We're going to be tied up in lawsuits for the next 10 years.
I figured him for a lot of things, but not a liar.
Selling 50,000 yen, buying a pound sterling.
More Lorelei.
Okay, the sample results are in from Arthurton. Check out Reuters. There are no diamonds.
So how come you're not surprised?
Well, it doesn't mean I'm not disappointed. You still got 650,000 shares in Lorelei to dump when they lift the whole trade.
Yeah, at 25 cents.
Does anybody want Lorelei certificates for their bathroom?
Another.
I'll have what he's having. Just not as much. It's better to get dumped.
She finally sobered up was the problem, right?
I actually prefer it when you're not talking to me.
Oh. So what's this?
It's mine.
No, wait.
Oh, I'll tape it back together.
I'll do it myself.
Okay, we do breakfast and lunch.
The school wants a pilot project to see what the response is.
I could go to the board, throw my weight around.
Sally, just make the sandwiches and give the sandwiches to the kids. One of them starts to choke, apply the Heimlich maneuver. So, what do you want to call it?
Oh, food for thought project.
I thought you wanted something with your name on it.
All the charities in the city would be after me then. We're making sandwiches.
Drop me off my raffle tickets. huh?
God almighty. These people you work with have more money than sense.
He's a bit of a jerk.
Red ball in the side pocket.
That's ridiculous. It'll never go in. Here, try.
Boy.
Nice shot, but lousy lead.
You win.
No, see, I'm just more willing to expose my flank than you are.
Really?
Jack.
Take the night off, Donald.
It's from Fitzpatrick. Via reveal.
The bastard. You'll be the first one I call if I find anything JF.
Son of a bitch!